Alright, today's topic, I usually don't do scripts, by the way, so everybody that watched this video, don't take me for my word, because again, I don't write scripts that often, or like, basically never, because I like to talk free from the tongue, as we say in Germany, frei von der Zunge, frei von der Leber, basically. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you a little exposition here. I play Overwatch for about, don't let me lie right now, for a constant period of time for maybe 4.5 years right now, as I played Destiny, for example. Because I kind of started maining Overwatch as a PvP game when I quit playing GTA online due to, like special circumstances where accounts got wiped due to money glitches and stuff like that. Basically, every tryhard OGen player or like OG player in general left tryharding in GTA in 2018. I searched for a game to compensate all that stuff, and I was a bit catched in like still Advanced Warfare sometime with friends playing a bit, and Exo Zombies 2, Assassin's Creed Valhalla at the time. And kind of later a bit more Black Ops 4, which was quite still doing pretty okay in that term and time. And to go back a little bit more, like to go a bit back more in time, I started my first match of Overwatch, not on this account that you see right here, and not on the other accounts that you see on my YouTube channel, because the main account that had Overwatch downloaded in the first place got banned like, I think six years ago, basically. It's like 6 years ago. That was, a different one. I originally got into the attention of Overwatch, or like I just got the attention of Overwatch due to a band member of my private life, because he was playing Overwatch at home at his PC. This game looked like the game looked quite cool back in the day, 2016 when it got released. That was when I started my apprenticeship in Germany, 2016, as a housekeeper, and kind of like we were at our like practicing room in our bunker basically like twice a week, sometimes on weekends like for 6-7 hours, and sometimes we met private and did like gaming stuff. We were playing always like different games because like he was on PC, and like back in the day. And like before, I mean basically before 2018, there weren't much games that had cross-play between all three platforms. Today it's like just a common thing, you know, like it's not a big deal that you can play cross-play with different platforms and have like people from Xbox, PlayStation, and PC at the same lobby at the same time. But back in the day when Overwatch released, that wasn't a thing, at least from what I know. I don't know if that was a thing in Overwatch, because I haven't played it, like, come on, like, I haven't played it when it came out, so, but I know it was 2016 that it existed. I watched it at my guitarist at home, like, he playing on PC. I got kind of curious. I tried it out a couple times at him, not at my PlayStation, because I didn't have it. But yeah, like, 2018, basically, I started to, like, play this game a lot more, which is, like, 2 years later. And the time when Moira came around, I literally got a bit depressed, because Moira was kind of hard to play against, or hard to play in the first place. But after a while it made click, and I became basically an Overwatch Moira main. And I know the people right now, they can say hate in my comments, I don't care, it's their right to express their minds, because this is the topic of today's video. I lost an Overwatch 1, I lost an Overwatch 2, already one account that had spent like maybe over 1,000 euro, and you guys may be like, that's a lot of money, bro. Yeah, that is. And you know why? Because I was screaming in voice chats and writing people that they should like kill themselves. And because we live in an era where you don't have the right anymore to express your mind, to tell basically your anger to people, and to not like make a whole new subject out of this video right now. I am a fan that people have the right to speak their minds everywhere, because if we keep swallowing hatred, anger, negativity in general into us, there is potential that this escalates somewhere else besides gaming, in the real life, and it is, in my eyes, okay, not in my eyes, but in the eyes of many people that I met in Destiny 2, Overwatch, GTA, still to this day, even in Call of Duty, some people that die hard are Call of Duty fans, still to this day, I don't know why. Um, all of them that I asked, all of them agree with me on this term, that we need to have a place on Earth. If it is gaming, the better, because like you can hurt people physically there. You should have the right to express your anger to certain people if they are acting stupid, sabotaging, or like playing noob stuff in Overwatch, for example, like playing Torbjorn, Sombra, Reaper, or like Orisa, Zarya, for example. It's getting quite to my nerves that Blizzard is a company that actually had scandals in the past, like that someone was stealing breast milk over there, where like a certain employee just like took their own life because like there were like some privacy images going around and men were like celebrating that shit. And I am like here right now sitting and I'm like literally someone in like German school brought this up one day, which was quite funny to know because I have a friend that is still going to school in Germany. And he was like, he like told his teacher like that stuff about gaming, and because I wanted to know what teachers, like what pedagogic people, that's what they are called in Germany, pedagogic? I don't know the English word. Anyway, I wanted to know what their like whole subject thinking is, because these people are supposed to lecture people, kids, to make them prepare for the world later. And the answer was quite fun because at the end it's basic hypocrisy. If you are a company that like does that level of shit that Blizzard has done in the past, and you think you have the moral right to force the paying audience, the paying customers of your game, that you have the right to force these people to behave a certain way that you want them to behave. That is a level of kind of god complex of hypocrisy that is so laughable and like so kind of like I don't even have words to describe that, like for real. In my eyes, like we have like some certainty to talk about, because this is a topic in my eyes that needs to be talked about. Because I heard from a lot of Overwatch players in a game mode called Friendly Normal HP. I've heard from many of these people. We were like adding each other and we were taking the shit to Discord because we didn't want to get reported in voice chat for talking about this. Many people have agreed to this. Even on some Discord servers about Overwatch that I was part of, or still am part of. Like, we are gamers, we behave different than people in real life, social role, if that is something that you guys literally have never heard of. But like for a company that has done this decent shit in the past and lecturing the people that pay for the game that they are consuming, it is kind of laughable that nobody's talking about this in the first place, because what it actually does, and right now comes big brain intellect into the talk right now, because I'm not a Moira maid for no reason, by the way. Like, you have the right, don't get me wrong, you have the right to police your game. It is your like your intellectual property. That's your base right. I'm sorry for that. That just fell off my hand. Like that is your basic right. I don't want to take that from you, but every action that you take, and I don't want to play hypocrisy on my own right now, but I just be honest, every action comes with consequences. Like, if I throw my stick in my hand up right now, it falls down, and if I don't catch it, it hits the ground again, just like this. If I don't catch it, that's the consequence of me throwing it up and don't catching it, okay? So, what this actually creates is, and I know by the way that Overwatch still sells a lot of skins in their games, because like the recent collab stuff that they brought up is kinda, like everybody wants to have it for Mercy, Genji, Young, whatever the hell else. But many people that had to do with even a voice chat ban in Overwatch have told me that they are minding twice about buying a skin for $20 or €20. It's like we are on that level, and I see that like Blizzard. Look, don't get me wrong right now. Let's again, big intellectual talk right now. Blizzard can still make money with their game. Yeah, like I know they can make money. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is they could make more. They could make more. If the people that they ban in the game with voice chat bans or complete account bans for like 2 weeks or suspensions, if they wouldn't ban people for that shit, if they wouldn't, people would like say, bro, I can rage sometimes, I can like be angry, but I still pay money because I like the game. On the other hand, you know what that creates? Because like, this is where big intellect comes in again. If you ban people, they don't spend money in your game anymore. And if that were like hardcore loving Overwatch players, they play your game for free on a Smurf account. And Smurfing ruins fun in gaming. That's another point. So you already have created from one action against a player, you have already created 2 negative points. A player plays your game for free and doesn't pay any single real money into your game. So you have lost a customer, a paying customer. That is something in the German economy that is such a huge red flag. If I like have a bad morning and I walk into a shop and buy something and I'm angry, and someone of the employees there tells me that I should behave differently, and his boss is like in the room and like he doesn't need to know me, but he knows that I'm a paying customer and I like literally visit the shop like 3-4 times a week, for example, the chef, the boss, is gonna tell this employee that he's in no position to lecture me or to tell me how to behave, because customer is king. This is something, I don't know if that in America isn't a thing anymore, because like it's like basically a line from over there. But this is a thing in Germany, and which is like one of the parts why our economy is literally God here on this earth. It's declining right now, yeah, unfortunately, different topic, but back to Overwatch. I kind of understand Blizzard that they want to give people a safe environment, but I mean, it's like where the other point comes in, it's a PvP game. We're not playing a PvE game here, like we're not in Destiny, okay? Where like people carry other people through raids, dungeons or stuff like that. This is a game where you fight against real people in real time. So there are like literally sitting 12 people on their screens and wanting the best success in their game, and it's inevitable, like Thanos said, it's inevitable to not cause pain, to not cause frustration. That's impossible. If you're a game developer studio and you create a PvP game, you literally drive with the devil, so to say. You dance with the devil, and you know that you have people that will win and that will lose. That's inevitable. That is inevitable to not like literally create this. And with the knowledge that you exactly are doing this, you open the gates to people like me, for example, sometimes, that are angry, but on the other hand, I am right sometimes. If I flame my teammates sometimes, and for example, out-damaging 2 DPS players with Ramatra or Doomfist, which as Ramatra I mostly use, by the way, just for the topic, okay? As Ramatra, I mostly use my Nemesis form to defend, to like be bulk block and take all the damage in my way, while my DPS are maybe behind me and can like shoot through me onto the enemy people, or like flank them from side maybe. That's what I mostly do as Ramatra, for example. As Doomfist, I go in, out, punch people, roll in, roll out. So I don't tank that much, but I still create some pressure for my team. So they just need to like be a spear, like throwing a spear into a fight that still gets value. That's what my DPS sometimes need to do. But sometimes, that's like the topic that I was talking about a bit earlier, sometimes my team doesn't create pressure. They don't create, what's this thing called? They don't create that level of value that we need to win, basically. And that is something in my eyes that I can't tolerate after a certain amount of time. Because if you play a PvP game, you actually play, in my eyes, okay, not on my eyes, but like in reality, you play to kill people and to win. These are the 2 reasons why you play a PvP game. You don't play because you're bored. Yeah, maybe, but like only like a very small minority of people would do that. But you play a game to win. To win and to kill real people. That's the purpose of playing a PvP game. And I'm goddamn tired that we need to censor free speech in gaming because people can't handle the heat. But anyway, I literally hope that this kind of hypocrisy from Blizzard's sides ends one day, and that we can play again in the game without fearing to losing our accounts just because we speak our minds. Thank you guys very much for listening.